Phenex, sometimes called Phoenix or Phoenix, is one of the most striking spirits of the Ars Goetia. Unlike many demons, he does not appear as a grotesque hybrid or a monstrous beast. Instead, he arrives in the form of a radiant bird, the phoenix of legend, his plumage glowing with fire, his voice carrying the high, innocent tones of a child. When conjured, the grimoires warn, he sings melodies of such sweetness that the unwary magician might be lulled into trust. Only when commanded by ritual authority does Phenex shed his avian form and appear in human guise, ready to instruct his summoner. First recorded in Johann Weyer's Pseudomonarchia Daemonum of 1577, and later in the Ars Goetia of the 17th century, Phenex is described as a Great Marquis of Hell, commanding 20 legions of spirits. His powers are unusual among the infernal host. He teaches the sciences, inspires eloquence, and grants the gift of poetry. To magicians of the Renaissance, he embodied a paradox. On one hand, he was obedient, helpful, and willing to share knowledge. On the other, his beauty and song could be a snare, tempting the conjurer into pride, vanity, or even spiritual ruin. The symbolism of Phenex is drawn directly from the ancient Phoenix myth. In Egypt, the Bennu bird was tied to the sun god Ra and the cycle of cosmic renewal. Greek and Roman authors wrote of the phoenix as a fiery creature reborn from its own ashes, an eternal emblem of immortality. Early Christians adopted it as a metaphor for Christ's resurrection. But in the grimoires, this emblem of divine hope was inverted. The phoenix became Phenex, the fiery muse of hell. What once symbolized salvation now symbolized temptation. And yet, Phenex stands apart from many other demons. In the Goetia he is said to have great hopes of returning to the seventh throne, a cryptic phrase that suggests he longs for redemption, perhaps even a place once more among the angels. This makes him a liminal figure. A fallen spirit of inspiration who still yearns for the divine. In modern occultism, Phenex is sometimes invoked not as a demon of corruption but as a muse, a guide for poets, musicians, and scholars. Some practitioners view him as one of the few goetic spirits who might be redeemed, while others warn that his song remains as dangerous as ever, beautiful, but deceptive. Psychologically, Phenex represents the demonic force of inspiration itself, the fire that drives the artist to create, but which can also consume if left unchecked. He is the inner antagonist of the poet who hears a melody too sweet to ignore, the scientist tempted by pride in his discoveries, the musician seduced by his own brilliance. In this sense, Phenex is less a monster than a mirror, reflecting back the double-edged nature of human creativity. Through centuries of demonological tradition, occult revival, and modern reinterpretation, Phenex has remained a figure of fascination. He is not a demon of wrath or lust, but of art, eloquence, and knowledge. A fiery bird of song who embodies both the danger and the wonder of inspiration. To summon him is to confront the paradox of creativity itself, its power to elevate, and its power to destroy.